Well, we did it. It is Sunday. Happy Father's Day. For those of you who are watching, it's probably too late now, but it's okay. I got up early. I did my CPM and took a shower and whatnot. I just let my hair go curly today. But I managed to cook dinner for Phil's parents. Early dinner. We did like a 2:30 dinner. Made ravioli. My mom had sent from Brooklyn. And also I had a salad. It wasn't a big, fancy, hard to cook dinner. It was just like boil water, put the ravioli in, cook the sauce, and bread on the side. It was not that big of a deal. And then Phil's mom wasn't feeling so good, so she left right after dinner. So they didn't stay that long anyway. So it worked out for me because my leg hurts. And I wound up overdoing it a little bit. I actually washed all the dishes and put them in the dishwasher and all, I did all the things I normally would do with Mr. Walker, but we got through it. So that was good. I felt like a little bit normal again. So we're sitting outside right now and hopefully have a good rest of the evening. So not too bad. It is still Sunday, and I thought I'd just share. Even though I did all that cooking and cleaning and everything else, I did wind up taking a nap after because I was just exhausted. But I woke up around 7:30 p.m. or so, and I decided to go ahead and do my PT. Even though I did my CPM this morning and a couple of quad sets and things like that. And that's my cat meowing her head off. What you got? What you got? It's Turtle. She likes to bring balls and things in the room. Okay, I think she's done. But anyway, so I'm doing my PT this afternoon, or this evening, I should say, and I'm glad I'm doing it. I just feel like mentally better that I didn't just skip, right? I have a spreadsheet that I created with all the exercises I do on a daily basis. It's ridiculous. I'll show it. Sorry for the dark room, but I don't feel like putting the bedroom light on right now. But every day I have like a certain amount of exercises I try to do. Some of these are getting changed, that's why they're crossed off. I have a new sheet I'm printing out for the next, for next week. But I just put an X if I did it, and how many degrees I did on my CPM. So hopefully this just keeps me on track and gets me doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm very, I don't know what the right word is. I have to have a checklist of everything I do in my life. So this is my PT checklist. Just keeping on, as they say. I'm really feeling mentally like this week is going to be the week. I don't know why, but it's just that when I was running around doing okay, here, show everybody your ball. You got the ball? Good job. Okay. I just feel mentally like when I was cooking this afternoon, or heating up the water for the ravioli and whatever we were making, I felt more myself, even though I was walking around with the walker, but I still felt like myself, if that makes any sense. And I feel like my leg is getting a little bit stronger. I did attempt to walk with the cane a little bit again yesterday and a little bit today, just to see how that feels. I can do it, but I still don't feel strong enough to feel like it's going to be a smart idea. Turtle, what are you doing? You already brought the ball. You bringing it again? All right, show everybody. There's Turtle with her ball. I don't know if you can see. Anyway, it's dark. Anyway, oops, my light just went off. Oh, hold on, my light just went off. And I don't know how to fix it. Anyway, I'm in the dark now. Oh, there it goes. The only thing for today I'm going to end with on Sunday here is, again, I think I've said this 100 times already. Again, I wish these doctors would tell you what to really expect. Like I said, most of the stuff I learned on YouTube, but which is terrible, or on Google articles and whatever. But what's really bothering me now, yes, the pain, yes, not walking right, but my calf is still numb, and I hate it. Where I'm putting lotion on the bottom half of my calf or something, or I'm even touching it. It's just that numb, I can't feel it kind of feeling, and I don't like it. I don't like my lower leg being numb. I expected around the knee to happen because I heard lots of stories on that you may not regain the feeling in your skin in your knee, but I didn't hear about the calf. and that's really bugging me. And a few things I did read on the internet were like that could, eventually, work itself out, or eventually it just may stay that way forever, right? So next time I see my doctor, which is the next appointment is June 29th, we have a follow-up appointment for the emergency one I put in a couple weeks ago. I'm going to ask him about that. Like, what's up with that? Like they don't tell you these things. Like, oh, you may have numb leg the rest of your life. So right now I feel like I've just traded pain for pain, if that makes sense. Again, I'm hoping and praying I'll be that success story later on that says, oh, I'm glad I did this, right? Because I had pain before. I definitely had pain before. I was using a cane before the surgery. Oh, and here's Turtle. Turtle, you want to say anything to anybody? Did you bring a ball? So good. Anyway, sorry, Turtle just distracts me. Oh, it's so dark. I'm so sorry about there we go, some light. But anyway, I'm just right now still feeling like I traded pain for pain, and like I gained some numbness while I was at it. Ugh, look at my hair. I'm a mess. Anyway, I'm in the dark. I'm in the mess. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say, but I just wanted to put a couple of thoughts on a vlog and let you know how I'm doing. All right, I don't know what I'll vlog next, but again, I'll be posting this on Friday anyway. But I just do a quick vlog for Tuesday. Today is Athletico day. Yesterday I spent, time at home, and I did the PT exercises from my sheet. I also did the CPM machine, and I have it to 110 now. So all these things sound good. I mean, little bits here and there. Still can't walk without the damn walker, though. I'm trying. I really am. I tried the cane again yesterday, just in my bedroom. Still felt really out of balance. Try to use the walker, like just holding the walker like up without actually having it on the floor, just to have it just in case I fell down. I walked a few steps like that, but it's just I'm not ready yet, I guess. I'm going to talk to my therapist a little bit more about that today. But anyway, so I got 110 on the CPM anyway. I'm hoping that thing helps. Some people said it doesn't do anything, but I think hey, I couldn't get it to more than 40 the first couple of days, so I guess that shows I'm improving. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. Phil's been bringing me breakfast up every morning, because it's just easier than me going all the way down the stairs and then coming all the way back up just for 10 minutes. But I thought I'd just show you this cute little picture. I had asked for a banana and a mini bagel, and I take this supplement every morning. It's a blueberry extract. It's supposed to be good for inflammation. So he puts in a little espresso cup for me, and then when he handed it to me, it looked like a face. So take a look at that. Other than that, we're just rolling along here. I'm still frustrated. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I hate this. I'm such a depressing video person, I guess, but I'm trying to be realistic. Somebody actually sent me a note. Didn't make a comment on the video, but they sent a note that they appreciated the realism of my content versus saying, "Hey, look at me running around." Hopefully, I'm going to say that soon. Hey, look at me, I'm running around. But for right now, I'm just getting ready for the day, and I'm going to go to Athletico, and I'll let you guys know how that goes later. And just keep my fingers crossed day by day. One thing I will say is I'm taking less of the Percocet, or what's the oxycodone. I'm trying not to take as much of it. I don't know. I'm just trying to get off of it, right? But I did not. I took it last night at 6 p.m. I did not take a 6 a.m. This morning, but I'm going to take it right before I go to Athletico, and I'm going to take it on a leave too. And then we'll see how it goes. All right, I'll talk to you a little later. Well, just got back from Athletico, and it went really well today. She gave me a couple of new exercises to try to help with my walking, so we're going to start doing those. My straight leg lifts were really high, and she was not happy with that. So I think overall it was a good session. I'm starting to feel a little bit more hopeful. She even thinks maybe by 4th of July I could maybe be using a cane. Fingers crossed. So just got home, and I'm enjoying my deck right now. It's such a beautiful day. There's a little bit of wind, as you can tell, but I'm trying to get my knee some sunshine. So maybe some vitamin D will help my leg, who knows. But anyway, just trying to enjoy some weather while I can, since I can't do much else. All right, guys. So that's the end of Tuesday for now. I'm gonna go make some tacos for dinner tonight, and then I'll see how the rest of the week goes. Tomorrow, I get to see my GP to tell her about what I'm doing with the Aleve and see what her opinion is on that. I might post what the opinion is after I go, and then I go back to Athletico tomorrow. So just I'm keeping on, as they say, or trudging along here, earning my stripes to get my knee where it should be. Hey, that rhymes. All right, guys, talk to you later. Hey, it's Wednesday. Just had a couple of things in my mind I thought I would talk about. The first thing is I forgot to mention yesterday when I was at Athletico, they actually bent my knee back, and well, maybe I did mention this, I don't remember, but all the way to 104. So that's getting there, right? I think it's 120 they want you to get to. So then last night I did my CPM machine, and I got that up to 115. So I guess progress is happening, right? Because I couldn't do that a couple of weeks ago. So I guess that's good. Heading out to the doctor here in a little bit to see my general practitioner, and then back to Athletico later today around, I think 4 p.m. is my appointment today. But things that are on my mind right now are just, I want to say incompetence, but it's probably the wrong word for it. I just feel like the world is so screwed up right now when it comes to service. Maybe it's always been that way, I don't know. But as I haven't experienced it this much, I'll give you two quick examples. Number one, the CPM machine. They delivered it before my surgery, which they were supposed to, so it's there for me when I get home. And I think I was supposed to have it for 3 weeks. And then after 3 weeks, I realized, nobody's come to pick this machine up. But I really want to keep it because I want to continue, because I had slower progress, right? So then I called them up, and they were like, oh, like almost like they didn't realize they had it out here. And then they're like, oh, you're already extended. You're almost a week and a half late. And I'm like, oh. I said, well, I'd like to keep it if I can. She said, okay, well, the doctor's office just has to send us a referral to let us know that you want to keep it. I said, okay, great. So I called the doctor's office. They tell me, no, they're supposed to call us and tell us they want an extension. So I'm like, okay. So I call them, and I said, hey, you have to request the extension. So they said, okay, we will. And I figured I haven't heard anything since. Now it's like, we're on week 7 right now. I still have the CPM machine. And I thought about it like yesterday, and I'm like, I hope that extension went through, and I wonder how long the extension was for. So I called them up, and she's like, oh, almost like surprised again. We have the extension request here, but I never got any, approval from the doctor's office. I'm like, and I still have it, right? So you think by now they would have called me to say, hey, we have no approval from your doctor's office, or they didn't approve it, or blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, well, I still have this machine. What if they don't approve it? She goes, well, they probably will, but if they don't, it's $25 a day. I'm like, okay, so what do I do? She goes, well, I'll have the sales guy call you. I'm like, okay. And the sales guy calls me, and he's like, oh, okay. I realized they never responded to us. And I'm like, I know this. Do you want me to call the doctor's office again? I mean, and they go, no, we'll call the doctor's office. Okay. Well, that was yesterday morning. I still haven't heard a thing. And I'm like, I'm just waiting for a big bill to come in the mail. So that's the kind of stuff that just drives me crazy. I'm like, your role is to, rent these machines. You should know where they are. You should know how long they've been there. You should know if there's a problem. You should let the patient know if there's a problem. I shouldn't be calling them, asking them about their machine. And then, of course, the doctor's office not responding is just frustrating beyond belief. So that's just one thing that's making me like, what's going on in this world today? And then I called the short-term disability department yesterday because originally my short-term disability was approved until June 18th. And they paid me in one lump sum 60% of my salary for a full period until June 18th. Well, then when we had the STD extended to July 11th, I assumed they would send me another check, between June 19th and July 11th, and probably another lump sum. I didn't know. And I asked people in my office who's in our HR department, and they basically said, I think they said yes, but then they said, and if you go to work before July 11th, then you'll owe them the money back. I'm like, okay, but that's fine. but I still haven't gotten any more money. And it's now June 21st. So I called the short-term disability company. And of course, they refer you to their website. You go to their website, there's nothing on there saying anything about it. So I left a message. I got cut off. Anyway, I left a message for the caseworker. Again, that was yesterday morning, so I was making calls yesterday morning. And I left her a very detailed message. I gave her my, my information, what I'm thinking it's supposed to happen. Nothing's happened yet. Can somebody please call me back? And of course, nobody has called me back at this point. It's almost lunchtime today. I know they're busy. I know everybody's busy and overworked. Even our company where we work, Phil and I work for the same company. He's trying to hire for a position right now and he cannot get a good person to, come work for him. So it's just, I understand the world is weird right now. People don't want to work, or people, when they work, they don't want to work a lot, or they're just overwhelmed because they got too much work. I'm sure the girl at the doctor's office, same thing. She's probably got way too much work. But then the patient suffers, right? So I think that's something that is just annoying. Anyway, that's my rant for the day, and then I'm going to go to the doctor now, and we'll report back later how everything went today. Hey everybody, it's the end of Wednesday. We're at the end, but it's the end of what we had to do today. Had some really good results. My general practitioner listened to me, and that's what I love about my general practitioner. She listens and she doesn't rush you. And I told her the whole scoop about the opioids not working for me, not giving me enough pain relief as well as the Aleve does, and blah 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 blah. Anyway, she gave me the okay. Yay! Should we all say yay? Yay!
Yep.
You didn't do a yay.
Yay!
Yay! But only on the days that I have therapy. So 3 days a week I'll be able to take a leave, which really seems to be helping me a lot. But what I didn't know, because I learned something, that's why I love my doctor, she tells you everything. I thought the Aleve, taking that with a blood thinner was not a good idea because then your blood's too thin, which can absolutely happen. But they're not actually concerned with that as much. They are, but the big concern is taking too much Aleve can actually cause esophagus issues and basically gastric issues. And if something like that happens, like let's say an ulcer, and your blood's too thin, hello, you could bleed to death. Yay! So she said more, be careful taking it, make sure you take it with food. If you feel any kind of acid reflux, don't take it, give it a couple of days off. So she gave me some more tips and tricks to watch out for, and then also, of course, checking my INR on Fridays just to make sure my blood count is, good. So as long as it's good, she's good, we're all good. And it's not like I'm going to do it forever, just until I can get rid of the pain more. So that was good news. What do you think? That was good news. Then we went to Athletico today, and I did really well, and I did the total gym, and Phil actually got some video of that, which I'll show at the end, which is really funny. Actually, it's not funny at all. It's kind of sad. For me, I don't like the way it looks because I gotta lose some more weight. That's the other good news though. At my doctor's office, I must say my doctor's name. I got on her scale. According to her scale, I'm 8 pounds down. Woohoo! And she took my A1C today. I've always been on the cusp of diabetic. I've never been diabetic, thank God. But I was at 6.3 in January. And she took it today, and I was 5.9. So it's going down. So I had some really good news at my doctor's office today. I could take my Aleve, my A1C is down, and my weight is going down, obviously. So that's good news. I got a long way to go with the weight, but we'll get there. I have no hesitation that that's going to happen. So all good news today, and I did well at Athletico, and I don't know, it was a good day, and I really don't have, I did take the Aleve today. I took one Aleve, which isn't much. The pain is not as bad as it's been. So I guess the good news is I'm not in as much pain, even just sitting in the car, which is great. We actually went out to lunch after the doctor's appointment today, and I sat in a little restaurant, which is like a table and chair situation. I was able to get up and enjoy myself and not be fussing around too much, sitting for a long period of time. So, I definitely see improvement, guys. So this is good news, which is very rare on my little channel here. So let's keep hoping for more good news.
Yep.
And my therapist even thinks potentially by the end of this month, maybe I'll start using a cane. Ooh, a cane.
Mm-hmm.
Look at my hair. Gotta get my hair colored. Anyway, thanks guys for listening. We really appreciate you supporting me here. we don't have a whole lot of friends. So you guys are my friends right now who are watching this. So we do appreciate you and the comments you make, and some of you who sent me messages. I appreciate that too. All right, guys, we'll see you the rest of this week. Happy Friday. It is Friday. I have to go to Athletico today at 1 o'clock, so that should be good, hopefully. Couple of things to report, nothing drastic. I had a full day yesterday without any Percocet. I didn't take any opioids, per se. It was not painful. I'm not in a ton of pain. I think there's a difference between the different things that happen with this knee replacement that I'm noting. Pain is pain, right? When you have pain, it's like, oh, I'm in pain, and I need to take a Percocet or an opioid of some sort. I'm at the point where I call it the two other stages. One is achiness. It's like really achy feeling and like almost like a toothache in your knee. And then the stiffness, which I cannot stand. The stiffness is why I'm still using the stinking walker. Yes, I am still using the walker, even though I said this is going to be the week, and I wanted it to be the week. Yesterday I spent the whole entire day doing PT at home. What I usually do is I take that long list I showed you a couple of days ago, and I just kind of scatter it throughout my day. In the meantime, I'm, resting and making little dolls, trying to keep my mind active, and I'm actually starting to get ready to thought about going back to work, which I'm going to be doing in a couple of weeks. So I did do a little bit of work yesterday, just kind of talking to some people. So I keep thinking this is going to be done, this stupid walker, but nope, still have it. The main reason is when the leg is so stiff like that, I can't trust it. I feel like I can't trust walking on it. Like, it's weird. I can't even explain it. If you've never been through this, you won't understand it, but it's almost like you have a board in your knee, like a wood board, and it doesn't want to do what you want it to do. It's not fun. It's just not fun. So when I'm walking without the walker, because I have tried that, I feel like I'm walking like peg leg, like, but I don't feel balanced, and I don't feel like I can, walk without falling. I have used the cane. I have a cane in my bedroom. There it is. Oh, see a little cane. There's my little cane near the door. And I've been using that only in the bedroom. So like today I was folding some laundry, and I'll use the cane to hold me up and to walk around a little bit, right? But I'm not, feeling that safe that I'm going to take that outside right now at all. So that's where we're at. The only other thing I will say is the CPM machine, which I know some people don't believe in it, some people do. I got it to 120, which is the highest setting you can go, right? So that's, improvement. I couldn't do that weeks ago. Now I just have that machine for another week, and then they take it away. So basically, I guess I'm at the highest it can be, and I'll just, keep using it until they take it away and hope that it keeps maybe helping. But I guess I'm getting to the point of I give up. Not really give up. I give up trying to rush the process. I can only do what I can do. I can only do what my leg's going to let me do. I can't wait to see I'm hoping we get to see the doctor next week. I don't know if I mentioned my mother-in-law is having surgery on Thursday. Surgery on Wednesday, I think. I have to look at my calendar. But I'm supposed to see the doctor the next day, so I'm hoping I get to still see my doctor the next day. We'll see what happens. I may have to reschedule that. But I want to ask him, hey, without drugs, I don't want any more drugs. What's my, am I going to get much better here? Because I feel like it's never going to end. Especially the numbness in my calf. That is pissing me off royally. I'm not going to lie to you. Anytime I touch my calf, it's like numb. All right. Stop whining, Jane. Let's get back onto the positive mental outlook. All right, guys. I'll let you know how it goes after therapy today. Hopefully everybody has a good weekend. But I'll do one more quick vlog before the night's over here. Okay, back from therapy. Windy outside again today. Icing. And it was a pretty good workout today at Athletico. The good news is when she does the bend, when she bends my knee backwards, it sounds funny, but it goes the right way. I'm at a really good level. I'm almost hitting the table. So even though it hurts and it's very tight, it can bend. So that's good news, right? She taught me some new things to do. So she was showing me on the kneecap area where I have a lot of stiffness, because that was my big concern, as you might have heard this morning, to take like a tennis ball or a golf ball and just roll it in that area to loosen up. That's probably all of the brain just stopped. Scar tissue. Sometimes my brain doesn't, yeah. So I'm going to try to start doing that. And she did say I can start using my cane in the house until I feel more comfortable, like I was doing, but maybe do a little more of that versus taking my walks with the walker. Maybe take some of the walks with the walker, some of the walks with the cane, and just start to get used to it. So let's just hope all that works out. I'm going to keep trying hard and doing my best. And she agrees that the CPM machine, now that I'm at 120 degrees and it doesn't even hurt or feel like it's stretching anything anymore, I could tell them to come pick it up next week. So let's get that out of the house, and then I'll just focus on the exercises and the walking with the cane a little bit more. So hopefully we're getting there. One thing I did asked her another question today about heat, as well as the icing. I said, I only ice after I do my therapy. I do ice after my CPM machine. I do ice if I honestly take a shower, because sometimes after, in and out of the shower and doing my hair and everything else, my leg gets swollen. And should I be doing more? And she said, no. She said, try to keep the ice, anytime you're doing, activity. If it's not swollen, or you're just sitting watching television and there's nothing going on, to cause any kind of swelling, then there's no need to keep putting ice all day and night. So that was good. And I can put heat on my thigh, but not on the joint. She said the heat on the thigh will help break that up a little bit, or get it more pliable. Not break it up, I guess, but pliable. So when I'm doing my workouts, it can also help to have a little bit of heat on before I start doing like quad sets or leg lifts or anything like that. So we're going to try a little bit of heat on the thigh, and hopefully we're getting there. I would love to say goodbye to that walker next week, but let's just one day at a time, right? One day at a time. Other than that, we had a very exciting weekend. The Orkin man is coming to spray our house. So woohoo, fun times. Hair's a mess. And obviously I'll be doing my PT. I'm hoping to get out of the house a little bit other than going to physical therapy. So maybe I'll get my guts up and Phil and I could take a small ride somewhere, or just get some fresh air, or, just get out of this damn house. So that's my goal. Hope you all have a good weekend. Again, for those who are watching, thanks for watching again. Thanks for staying with my little journey here. I think I'm going to keep posting the weeklies like I've been doing until I feel like I'm walking normal, if that makes sense. So when I get to the point where I feel like, hey, I'm not using a cane, I'm not using a walker, and I could even maybe do some aerobics, something like this, I'll definitely, I figure that's going to be the end point, when I feel like, hey, I can actually do things I want to do and not use a device. So meanwhile, thanks for watching, and week 7 in the books.